Hello, and welcome to another episode of How History Actually Happened. Many of you have written in and asked me to describe the origins of our universe. It may come as a surprise to you, but I was not actually there at the origin of the universe. Therefore, anything that I said would be mere speculation. Instead, today I would like to talk to you about a much more pressing matter, the Vatican. As any commenter can tell you, there are many dark and mysterious theories about the origins of the Vatican. First, I would like to begin by telling you about the Church's point of view and what they would have you to believe. Keep in mind that everything in this section should be regarded as an absolute lie. I have won a major battle because I saw a vision from God. Therefore, I hereby decree that from this day forward, the entire Roman Empire will be known as Christendom.
We should build a monument.
You have good ideas, Mrs. Constantine, but this will take a lot of time and a lot of work. Let me interject here and say this is a lie. Let's fast forward through time, blah, 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 in detail. A bunch of builders, architects, leaders, painters, artists, popes, etc. all played their part across literally hundreds of years. They built 15 chapels, and then after this, something amazing happened. Or so they say.
Michelangelo?
Who, me?
You have been served.
What is this? I cannot read.
Yes, you can. You are a world-famous painter.
Not yet. Here is a penny. Keep the scroll until you could not find me.
A penny? That could feed my family for a month. But then they would have to cut off my head. No.
What is this? Seriously, I cannot read. It is the 15th century. Only nobles can read. And the Renaissance don't have it for another 100 years.
Give me that. It says here that you must have paid the ceiling of the 16th chapel. Here. Now go in and do it, please.
So he did. For the next 30 years or so, allegedly. Fast forward through time some more. People lived entire lives developing different elements of the Vatican. They brought in electricity, they brought in heat and air, they brought in plumbing, they brought in broadcast cameras, Wi-Fi, and now everybody's been equipped with an iPhone 5. Or so they say. The Church would like you to believe that the Vatican was built with intelligent design. Granted, they have history on their side, but I come to you today armed with science. Science that has never been wrong before. Science that uses big words like theories and hypotheses and other big words that even I have a hard time understanding. Everything from this point forward should be considered as gospel truth. Most people will never know the truth about the Vatican's origin, but you will. You 7 people still watching. This is how it actually happened. About 4 billion years ago, we think that's about right, let's just call it fact. The dinosaurs, they were very savvy about these sorts of things. They had a huge superstore. It was like Home Depot and Michael's and Walmart all had a colossal baby together. It was magnificent. It had everything that a dinosaur would ever want or need. Until one day, it began to shrink. It grew smaller and smaller and smaller until one day, it could fit on the head of a pin. I know, crazy, right? And then it seemed to disappear. For 12 minutes and 18 seconds. Dinosaurs all over began to speculate as to what was happening and why. But not for long, because that is exactly when it happened. The much smaller bang. All the building materials and art supplies and cheap stuff that Walmart sells all condensed down. It condensed until it could condense no more. And then it blew up. It was peculiar and fantastical all at the same time. At first it was violent, but then the shrapnel and the dust began to settle into what we now know today as the Vatican. All the wiring came together through the walls. They came from the breaker box to lights and switches and outlets. The plumbing came in and the pipes connected themselves so that fresh water would be brought into the buildings. Sewage would be brought out. Air conditioning vents and ductwork came across. Intricate carvings and sculptures and paintings that all seemed to have meaning. But of course, they don't. The Church would like you to believe in intelligent design. They try to confuse you with logic and common sense. However, I read in a science book written by a very lonely and angry man that this is the way that it happened. And now I have shared it with you as fact. And that is how history actually happened. Now you know.